I found out something very fascinating.
What's that?
That Teddy Riley's verse on Rump Shaker was written by Pharrell Williams.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
Didn't know that either.
I start with that because Pharrell Williams, and I'm going to the Google machine on this, has made some news during his interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Did he do another song?
No, he's just getting paid off of Happy right now. He's happy.
Got it. Okay.
In fact, he is so happy that he has said he's a part of the New Black.
New Black.
And I quote...
Versus Old Black.
The New Black.
The New Black.
And
okay.
I quote,
right.
The New Black doesn't blame other races for our issues. The New Black dreams and realizes that it's not pigmentation. It's a mentality, and it's either going to work for you or it's going to work against you, and you've got to pick the side you're going to be on. Dr. Hoskins.
Wow.
Are you also a part of the New Black?
Yeah, you know what? I am part of the New Black. And I'm going to try that line with the police when they pull me over. It's like, hey, yo, it's like racial profile. You surely are not racial profiling me because I'm part of the New Black. Can't you tell, son? It's like when they started stopping frisk me, yeah. It's like, I'm part of the New Black. No, you ain't supposed to do this. You can't tell? No. When they denied me for a loan, for my home loan, it's like, yo, I'm New Black. What? So, hey, you're supposed to call me back for an interview, even though I don't have a felony on my record. And, you know, because white people, even with a felony on their record, they actually get, percentage-wise, they actually did an experiment and they found out that white people, even with a felony on their record, are more likely to get a call back for a job than a black person without a felony. But since I'm part of the New Black, son, then yeah, call me back. Don't you know? I ain't blaming anybody. Man, oh my, no! Oh my God, I cannot believe that somebody was saying something. Ah! New Black, he part of the old. That's the old black. That's the old ignorant ass. What the hell? Blaming is not what happened. Like if a woman got raped, is she blaming her rapist when she's like accusing them? No, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. That's not how you use the word blame. Black people have been discriminated against and continue to get discriminated against for hundreds of years in the United States. That's not saying I blame you for something. That is actual and real. And so when someone says something like that, I honestly, it just burns my brain. I don't even get it. And if he said it on Oprah, I pray to God that Oprah didn't co-sign on that one, because if she did, then now we got all these middle-class white women who are all just watching TV and go, yo, I want to get me with one of those New Black men, because that must be where it's at, because they're getting paid and all of that. And yo, only he getting paid. Ain't nobody else getting paid.
Right.
So,
okay, so I don't even know what to say. I have to totally nerd out, right? Which is, this really is, E. Franklin Frazier writes the book, The Black Bourgeoisie. And like, he's talking about the 30s and 40s when he's writing this book and this emerging middle class. And we're seeing this now with this emerging, millionaire, and perhaps, Jay-Z and Pharrell now, they're trying to make $1 billion. Yeah. And we're seeing this gap further and further polarize. And it's dangerous and it's scary and as bad as it was when E. Franklin Frazier was writing about this in the new middle class, is that now it's being played out in mass media at billions and billions, yet the people that this emerging middle class emerged from and put this very big gap between middle class and lower class. This gap is now going from high class bourgeoisie to still the majority of African Americans live at, near, or just above poverty, and are coming out of this middle class, right? Yeah. It's like it completely ignores and erases what happens in the South, what it still looks like in schools, in lower income schools. Right. When you can say, I'm a part of this New Black, and let's even be real, right? Yeah. Pharrell is not a dark-skinned brother.
Yep. Oh, damn,
and I know,
dark skin,
and we start experiencing, we are very similar in skin complexions, and I would argue very similar to Pharrell.
Okay.
And at least I can acknowledge, I get a huge amount of privilege from my skin color. Right, and then to separate that and say it's a New Black.
Yeah, dude, that's just the old thing, right? And when we talk about this black bourgeoisie and all of that, it's like, I get it. I get Jay-Z. I get all of the people who was making crazy mad dollars. But the vast majority of us, quote, us middle class black folks, are living basically paycheck to paycheck because we don't have the wealth that white middle class people have gotten because of past discrimination, New Black, that they have in order to set the foundation for their buying their house and all of this stuff, or getting their education. It's like, yo, you understand that I was $50,000 in debt after I was done with my PhD. It's like, that's not something that when you contextualize the white middle class, the established white middle class. I get that there's a lot of white working class folks that came up and they have loans to pay off too. I get that. However, when we talk about this in a historical context, there's a lot of white folks that don't have to pay off those debts, and that was like almost a $400 a month debt that I had to pay every month. It's like, look. If you're established middle class, then you know that $400 a month, you put that in an individual retirement account, put that in an IRA, put that into investment, see what happens with that one while I'm paying it off. And so I get it, for real, that you feel like you're the New Black. I get it that you're living high society right now. But for the rest of us, I have to say, since we're not going to be recognizable, when people roll up, and quite honestly, I don't even know what you look like, but make sure that you tell that to the police that you the New Black, because, yeah, I don't think that that's going to work, player, but give it a shot. I'd love to see it happen.
That's it. You cut after that right there.